9:11 a.m. on this Tuesday morning, September 23rd, 2025. um, well, people, oh hey, we got us some nifty stuff here to look at while we see this as we view up into the heavens. Oh yeah, people. Speaking of which, um, well, today's content could very well be my final content forevermore, because well, you realize what's supposed to happen tonight, right? All right, the Great Rapture. Yeah. In fact, I just got done watching just the lead into this guy that, well, apparently, he got a strike on his channel. I'm not sure exactly what for, but you know, he claims, well, I got a strike. I'm not able to live stream anymore. Blah blah blah. But that's okay, cause well, I might not be here tomorrow because of the rapture. Well, sorry people, but I seen this rhetoric and narrative last year. I seen the same rhetoric and narrative take place the year before that. September 23rd, 24th, the rapture. Yeah, 3 years running now. No man knows the time nor day. And yet they keep coming up with this scenario that is supposed to occur on, well, tonight. So, yeah, well, as a former Christian myself, I'm being taught that, well, once you accept Jesus and that pathway to salvation, you'll be raptured regardless if you turn your back, right? Because once you accept, then you are accepted. All right, people, whatever. Um, yeah, they're doing a pretty good job. Once again, possible rain might move in. Who knows? All we can do is observe anymore as to the creations of weather on a daily basis, and I show it all, right? I show the creation of the rain. I show the creation of the lightning. And it's all through technology, not Mother Nature. But won't have to worry about it after tonight, right? Oh yeah, be prepared for those headlines tomorrow of millions disappearing overnight. Now, like they'd even report something like that anyways, right? Hey, believe what you want, I have no problems with people's beliefs. Been there, done that, turned my back on it. Why? Because I know the realities of the powers of control. And they keep throwing it in our faces on a daily basis, but yet so many people are still blinded to the facts of what is really transpiring. And unfortunately, I'm not going to waste my time explaining, but I will state that once again, religion was created as a means of control. After all, I think, well, let me just end with this little thought here. You know, since this 2-year awakening transformation that I went through, and through my acceptance of certain things, I have developed a type of ESP. I get frequent bouts of these sounds in my head. I hear voices. No, this is not a psychological impairment issue or the like. Oh, believe me, I've gone through plenty of examinations over my mental fitness. Oh, I was claimed to be sane, not depressed. You know, my faculties are intact according to those examinations. So, you know, regardless of what you might think when I say, okay, I have developed this type of ESP to where people are talking about me, I hear them in my head. Such as like, I know somebody was reviewing one of my videos earlier as a single word I could hear in my head come up, and that word was vultures. Okay? Now, I'm going to include this. There's Rusty in the background, the squirrel. I have a past life that somehow is connected to Egypt, ancient Egypt, I believe. And I state this because of my connections to the vultures and to the cats. Okay? And if you know your Egyptology, you might just understand a little bit. And there's Jayhawk. Yeah, hey buddy. Where you at? He's up here someplace. There he is. Back in here. Might be thanking me for the pancakes this morning. Oh, I think I'm actually hearing some rumbles. Oh, yeah. Hear him singing. He has a beautiful voice. Right? Right, Jayhawk? Huh? Oh, back in here someplace now. Oh. Possibly headed back over to get a couple more chunks of pancake. Who knows? Yep, I can hear him. He has definitely moved over in this location, which right here is the tree in which I placed the pancakes. Yeah, I'm hearing thunder. And of course, we've already seen evidences, or one piece of evidence this morning in my previous recording, showing that streamer to where they were, you know, adding to the mix to bring this about. You know, I think I'll just go ahead and pause this for a moment and We'll see what transpires. Alright, we are back. And we are at, what, 9:35? Well, I don't know, hold on. No, my bad, 9:25. Yeah, still hearing the rumblings in the background. And if you hear voices in the background, that's just my neighbor with her grandchild. But and yeah, in the meantime, over in this direction here, every once in a while, we're having that greater light coming through. Look at just the silvery mess, and you know, and that's something else. Is if well, if you go to the channel Wood TV, channel 8, that is Grand Rapids. Weather that will come up, and you can see within our local meteorological reports, doesn't matter what channel in our area, whenever they give like an overview of a city or a town or something like that, and you can see off in the distance, this is what you see. That comes right on down to the horizon is nothing but this whitish, well, it's a silver mess. We're still getting a lot of rumbles in the background. And I've got one bee, of course, my buddy, that he's messing with me and has been. Alright, I guess we'll go ahead. And I don't know if this is moving our way or not. It appears as though it could be because of the movement that I'm observing right here. Yeah. I'm going to pause it once again. Oh, and by the way, you know, if you have not seen my video entitled Sparky the Cloud, you might wanna give it a gander, give it a go. Yeah, Blittersville. Kind of looks like a skull. Once again, pareidolia. Alright. Yeah, we'll pause it. Alright, this is what I'm kind of talking about, looking through my bedroom window. We're not really getting what I'd like to capture here, but and again, this is through the screen, so you know, not that great. But yeah, at times we're getting quite a little bit of a shine, a glow up of shine that comes through. Not doing it right now though. 9:35, give or take. We are getting some rain. And let me tell you, I just got done watching just a little bit of WXMI's Fox News. And wow, the weather reports are all over the place this morning. Some places, all this clears out, sunshine takes over, such as like in above us, above my location. Below us, such as like in Kalamazoo, apparently they're to be under cloud cover all day. And as far as in my location, well, of course, we just play it by ear, right? Yeah, it's coming down a little bit heavier. Yeah, we really need the rain for the drought conditions. And of course you can see all the leaves on the ground. You can see the yellowing of the leaves. Yeah. It's coming down even harder. Starting to get a little bit of runoff from the roof. Not sure how visible this rain actually is. Boy, they look a lot nicer in the camera than what they do in reality. Alright, well, I guess that's going to do it for our observations until this should happen to clear. But that's okay, because I got plenty of content that I am currently uploading. Of course, the files have already been sent. It's just now my phone has to deal with processing it all, right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, then I guess you missed that video or videos. Yeah, really need this rain. Oh yeah, and which yeah, they're citing, oh yeah, we got all these rivers that are really low right now and everything else. And well, we've got quite a few. Well, we've got Nestle water bottling plant up north, as well as other water bottling plants here in Michigan. They derive their waters from, it's claimed, natural springs. So there, a lot of water being pumped out of the ground right there. And then of course we've got all these genetically modified crops out there that require a lot of water. So they pump water right directly from the inland rivers, creeks, streams, whatever, into their irrigation systems and use that. And once again, lowering the levels of those inland tributaries of water, right? It's just like that narrative of how the ocean's waters are rising, where they don't take into account the massive amounts of oceanic sand from the bottom of the ocean. They pump up that sand in order to build. They gotta use that for concrete because it's the best sand to use. And so the more that they pump the sand out, it leaves holes. All the surrounding sand has to fill in the hole. Therefore, you get more erosion from shorelines. giving the illusion of rising waters. Yeah. See, there's so many false narratives out there, people, that, you actually have to really go down the research rabbit holes in order to really grasp reality. Yeah. But of course, yeah, we still do have some fruits and vegetables that could use this rain, I guess. But overall, and of course, even after what rain we get, they're still going to be reporting drought conditions. Okay, this is going on long enough. I'm going to go ahead and end it as it's getting heavier. I am getting too much moisture on me, which I don't like. So, yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and watch the idiot box for a little bit and wait for my content to post. So, with all this being said and seen, have yourselves a great one. I'm going to do my best to do the same.